Yeah, course. At least at my topic today we just want to introduce how the problem with the internet in Moscow have real persistent and certainly is a very uh, uncomfortable for the users. Certainly the weekend to do mass transactions, for example, to see YouTube, to study some another message and send to the information, own information, and as others. So this is a very interesting situation, but the separate smartphone have internet, but another smartphone won't have the internet connection very good. So this is very interesting. And only the cable internet by the uh, have internet cable internet have uh, the steady supplies of the internet network. And totally here we totally start to think how the need to the internet service as consumer very interesting and not amazing how the 150 million 150 countries have Starlink. Also the last measures of the Kazakhstan allowed to the Starlink in these countries. And another story is how the Ukraine since the start of the 24th February did not closed and shut the network due to but it's mm, at first I thought that Ukraine will be closed internet uh, due to this is, internet data scanned to the use as Donetsk Lugansk militias that Ukraine forces and another stories. But right now, um, internet close. It very interesting. We have information how the Russian special forces closed internet about in the Crimea, Donetsk, Lugansk oblasts, also the Kherson, Zaporizhia, which annexated Russian Federation. But other than right now, the significant technology during the total for yeah for the war uh, for year will be start for year the anniversary will be oh Jesus in 2 months. Oh my God. Right now, the internet big significance in the battlefield immediately due, I think, due to the VPN, no, FBI drone, so the one use military drones have management during with the means by the cable. Um, Cable, which is a very big design. This is interesting idea for another cases. And I don't know that this is without. Right now, Ukraine, especially Moscow, it's very interesting information in other stories. How the yesterday and today we have snowfall in Moscow region, and the yesterday in office messages messaging informing about the downed how the Moscow zone air defense downed Ukraine drones. Despite the snowfall, according the Sobyanin's office, Microsoft Moscow office, Moscow air defense downed yesterday 77 Ukraine drones, and this night mm, it were 21, uh, 21 drones. This is a very, it's not less analysis, little analysis, humble analysis. I show this is not lies. Due to the right now during the 4 year, the drones technology were uh, imposed. If you remember this detectors, 24 of the February drones almost never have not Ukraine and Russian forces. But right now, the Ukraine drones attack Moscow via the through the snowfall. It's very terrible. It's by my neighbors yesterday waited relatives from Krasnodar, and by the snowfall, the reason of the snowfall, the flight this flight was removing. It's so airport of Vnukovo don't announce it about the um, about the anti-drones actions means etc. But nevertheless, uh, Major's office informed about the fell down 21 or 77 drones in the Moscow region. But certainly the Russian power spend more money into the defense and the troops in the Ukraine crisis. And certainly it's a very interesting how the Russian industry have a big success for it. And the third quarter and the very terrible, not 1% GDP growth. And forecast the next year for whole year also not 1%. And certainly this is a story and very psychological hit have information about how the um, Russian car industry, uh, car industry with the import sold in this year 1.5 million car owned, and the uh, and the biggest the biggest of the Russian car uh, plant in Tольятти, Самарskая область, according to the message of the governor Federation, fell down on 40%. the issue of the output, sorry, not issue, output of this plant fell down uh, on 40% in comparison of the last year. Certainly, this is Italian kites of during the Soviet period, and all of the Soviet plants must be giants, and right now we have uh, information as if, for example, Ford plant in the St. Petersburg and Leningrad Oblast, city favors a small about 40,000. Also here near was the Kiev, Hyundai and Bentley and another foreign around the St. Petersburg. And certainly the story of very interesting situation, how the United States have the uh, growth and support the microeconomic data of the GDP for 3%, and with a proud message informed US President Donald Trump. Have about the 9%. This is impossible source, but so the since the financial point, the money will be go to the into the accounts of the expert firms and need uh, and the if the this is trend will be continuing in the fourth quarter and the forecast the first quarter the next year. Need to calculate how the some money leave in the foreign banks account the expert firms due to the too money too money will be provocated the inflation process and maybe to show how the harmful of the um, uh, for the money circulation the money will be cheaper, more cheaper than the forecast and plan of the US. Certainly, the inflation and the quantity of money have dependence each other and have the influence of the inflation. And certainly, this situation also have influence of the currency rate of US dollars. Right now, the some ideas of the uh, target cost of the currency rate have right now have real basically. So thank you. See you later. Bye bye.